that.
Yeah. Habitation Station. No, King Sejong Station.
Okay. Well, this is a map that we see a lot of +2 Blink Stalker attacks on.
This is the type of map where if you're a Protoss, you will oftentimes do that build. I think Zergs like to play on this map if they're specifically good against that build. But we've also seen a little bit more Protoss players in PvZ taking the third with Void Rays and playing not Sky Toss so much, but Void Ray Colossus and into Sky Toss if the game goes to that point.
I think that's completely fine here because a good number of Zergs do like Swarmhost on this map. What do you think about Swarmhost here?
I think they've lost a lot of their power. I think Protosses have definitely started to figure them out a little bit better.
They're definitely are better against them than they used to be.
Much bolder, starting to realize the exact moments where they can go and snipe them instead of just being scared like before. And I think that's the key.
I'll never learn that. I'm always scared of
I'm so scared too, man. I respect them.
Just like the Void Rays.
Yeah, gotta respect those too. All right, well, Ruin one game away from going back to Code S. Soulkey wants to tie it up 1-1. He's picked the King Sejong Station as the map.
Down in the bottom right, gonna try to stop him on this map. Will he do something aggressive like Wolf likes? He is!
Ruin.
I like that ID for some reason.
It's a pretty good ID. Can't argue with it too much, right?
Yeah.
What about this guy?
Top left over here, I like his ID too.
Soulkey.
All right. You answered that and introduced him. Very well done.
Yeah. Trying to do it, you know. Early pool.
Yeah, that's quite early.
Now, if he goes Nexus first, man, he's going to feel like a sea turtle in the desert going up against this.
He certainly is. And the thing is, Ruin... This is... So Soulkey chose this map and went 9 pool. This is kind of cool. And you know what? Even against the Forge, he's fine. But it's a pylon behind... So will he go for a gateway, or will he go down and be really, really greedy? It looks like he's going to be really, really greedy here.
It could be disastrous.
Soulkey mixing in the cheeses very, very well today.
Soulkey's really good at these 9 pool builds too. Like, he just has some sort of... Not only does he seem to get all the right cards when it comes to doing this build, but he also just executes it so well.
He does. He's
He'll
so
do it
good
on
at
any
making
map.
16 Lings.
Think he's going up to 16 this time?
No, I don't. I think the 8 is probably going to be it, but no, there's 10. Let's see. How many Lings are you going to make, Soulkey?
I think he wants to see what build it is first.
Uh-oh.
He's about to see with his Overlord, and then he's going to decide. Starts a gate at home?
Yep. Well,
there's the...
This could be bad.
Hatchery goes down.
This is a lot of Lings, by the way. I lost track. I think it's 14
14, yeah. Double the currently supplied on the top right.
Wow. 16. You're smart.
Yeah, and here we go.
All right, let's see this micro.
This is definitely going to decide who gets ahead in the early part of this game quite substantially.
You could say he's destroying the economy.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that analogy.
How about ruining?
Okay,
Would that be better for you?
Yeah. Cancel Nexus over there.
That was pretty obviously going to happen. Now that Zealot is about to pop out, right? Or just
but one Zealot versus 16 Lings.
But with probes, with good probe micro, you can make some magic happen.
Yeah. Needs the Harlem Globetrotter, that Zealot.
Yeah, he does. Oh, I love this, walking behind.
Oh, wow.
The way that these buildings are set up, oh, God, that's going to be hard to take care of. Yeah. Really nice micro so far by Soulkey, and from Ruin as well, to be honest. He's doing a fantastic job.
Has he made any more drones? Okay, he's starting one more now.
Yeah, he's pretty low on drones right now. I think he was expecting to do a bit more damage by now, but he's being very patient with it.
He's actually way ahead in income because of how many probes have been pulled.
And now the probes start to go down a little bit. Gonna have to run for now. 2 Zealots plus Mothership Core kill those pretty easily. Killed a few probes at least, right? He's got him down to 18. He's got 16 drones. Forced to cancel there. The tech's a little bit slow, but that doesn't really matter here. The Nexus does go down, but the Nexus is starting after the hatchery's already up. So with these 2 queens that are going to pop out, he can get his creep spread going, start hitting a lot of injects, get a lot of drones popping out. And with this many Lings, I don't know that you really want to move out with your 3 Zealots or try any counter pressures.
I don't think so. The larva that the hatch gives is just so key here, because you always have to think about it this way. The Zerg base is an expansion and its production facilities. That's like adding gates or adding barracks and an expansion all in one for a structure that costs less than a Nexus or a command center. And you get that up, and your opponent's Nexus is late. It's pretty huge. Now, if he doesn't see this either, it's going to open up an attack pattern for later.
Yeah, that can be very annoying if you don't put something there to prevent it.
Even if he does see it right now, he doesn't actually have any way besides the mothership core to stop it.
He has a sentry on the way.
Yeah, it's going to pop out in a sec.
With this Stargate, you think Phoenixes? I think, well, since you've seen the Stargate, I guess it really has to be Phoenixes. Oh, an Oracle.
Well, he chases it out. If he could kill the Overlord. The thing is, like, the Overlord's like, nah, it's an Oracle.
Oh, yeah, you don't cancel once you chrono boost it. It builds quick enough.
Yeah,
it's
I didn't even realize the Overlord had seen it, but if like, the Overlord lives and no Phoenix kills him, he's going to be like, okay, well, this is clearly an Oracle. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? We have seen, as you said earlier, some more Void Ray into third base builds here, with Void Colossus being the composition of choice. Could be what we're going to see from Ruin. He already used a Blink Stalker attack. His tech has been kind of slowed down. His economy's been kind of slowed down. So to go into a Blink Stalker attack from here, it's a little bit harder, because with Blink Stalker attacks like that, they're very sharp, very crisp builds where you know exactly where you're at, you know exactly where your opponent's at. When it's a little bit more wishy-washy, something like this offers a lot more safety.
Yeah. Well, this Oracle gets 3 kills. You can sometimes get 4 with only 1 Queen being there. But he's just going to play it safe, only losing 12 hit points plus the shields.
It's important to keep that alive for now.
Yeah. Void Ray is scouted, by the way, so he is going to be on top of that. He sends his Lings right away over to that third base location while he was thinking about it.
I think it would probably be a little bit weird if he scouted and there wasn't a Void Ray make, and that means that you're really playing a more risky game, I think. But hold on, we actually have these Zealots coming in to help out with this Void Ray. Now, there is a Spore in there, so he's going to have to run some reasonable hold position from both sides. Trying to stop those Zealots from attacking, but he hold positions in response to be able to kill some of them off. And now he's trying to target down some drones, but with all these Lings coming back and good micro from Soulkey, not sure how much he's actually going to end up killing.
I think he ends up making it worth it, but
got 4 drones total. Delayed some mining time for 3 Zealots. Since he's going to be taking a third base, there's no speed, so maybe that was worth it. If there was speed right now, I would say that is not worth it.
If he killed a Queen, I think it would be certainly worth it.
Yeah,
he got close to doing that.
He did. So he doesn't really need them to defend this Nexus because there is no speed. There's no chance of a gigantic Ling attack hitting right now. Of course, speed is about to finish, but it's a little bit late.
Gonna be able to knock these earlings out. 2 Voids pushing them away.
So quite solid play from both sides so far. Really liking it.
Void Ray count's getting pretty scary. He's going to go up to 3 here. And 3 Void Rays can kill anything that's made of armor.
Indeed.
Can kill like 30 Corruptors with those.
30? Well, maybe. 3 Void Rays with a Guardian Shield and Cannon support on the ground definitely could kill 30 Corruptors.
Yep.
That are all 0/0. And perhaps right-clicked on something.
Yeah. Could do it. But the fact of the matter here is that with these Void Rays out, there's not really a ground army that's going to contest this third base anytime soon.
Yeah.
Not even with Hydralisk is he going to have an easy time with this. So he has to take a step back, take that 4th base that he's taking right now, and think about a late game plan. He's obviously so far sticking with the melee upgrades, but he's getting a Roach Warren now as well as that Spire and the Infestation Pit, so he's going down all avenues of tech here.
Yeah, I feel like he may end up going to Swarm Host play. When you see Void Rays in these numbers, you start thinking really quite a bit about Void Ray Colossus. Although Void Ray Charge is something that has been popular in the past, we've seen it a little bit recently.
Yeah.
I don't know if you expect that here.
No, I don't think so. I think he expects Colossi. The Void Rays here are going to try to do this little pick-off type strat. Not really going to work against this many Queens, something that Soulkey has already considered, as you can see with 8 Queens now on the map.
But you know,
I think
if he does go into Stormhost play, that is quite good against the Charge Lot Void Ray style, as opposed to, you know, the Colossus style going to do a little bit better against it. And it is, in fact, that Charge style.
he
and
goes
he's going for Infestor.
Infestors.
I like it.
That's pretty rare.
Good against Void Rays, good against Charge Lots.
A lot of Spore Crawlers. He is not messing around when it comes to Warp Prism Harass. Also Void Rays.
Is he giving the Void Rays their proper due, would you say?
One more Spore Crawler. Yeah.
One more Spore, and
that's what he deserves.
Then he's
honestly those.
He's
Void
giving
Rays,
a nod towards the power of Void Rays.
Yeah, I mean,
you would call it.
The Void Rays have absolutely, you know, floated around and killed enough creep tumors in their time. They deserve that.
I see.
He's gonna kill this hatch too for him.
Oh my God! Is he really? I don't think so.
No, he's not. There's too many queens.
Yeah, enough transfuses. They do chase.
But he
him
could
out.
get this extractor maybe, or at least force a lot of energy to be used on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's actually gonna get that.
He may.
It's at the bottom right over here.
Soulkey wants him to get it. That means he didn't leave, and these mutas can go over and kill him.
He could recall those still at any point.
You know, he's only got one Stargate as well, and going for charge here, he's actually not only just going for charge. Okay, he's adding the 2 Stargates now a little bit late. He's going for Colossus Tech. Colossus Tech doesn't matter right now. What matters is a bunch of mutas flying across the map, and his anti-air is
3
somewhat
Void Rays
pitiful.
and 6 Stalkers.
Yeah, a few sentries and a mothership core that I think has enough for a Nexus Cannon.
Yeah. The sentries barely even count, and he even contaminates the Stargate.
Yeah, well done.
And the Overseer lives. That's not that important, but
still, it's something.
Yeah. Oh God, there's so many Zerglings on the ground. This is gonna crush this army.
Looks like he just wants to target down these sentries. That's a really nice move there. I like that a lot because the Zerglings actually eat up a lot of hits. There's no splash damage in there, so you're not even going to lose that many. And he gets to kill every sentry. And when you have mutas out like this, Protoss cannot afford to make any more sentries. He can't do it. He has to switch into Phoenixes, and that means that your Zerglings are going to be way more powerful the entire game. He can't really go into Colossus very easily because that's a lot of gas, and it's not good against this composition, especially when you know he's going to make Corruptors because you're making Phoenixes. Like, that was beautiful, sniping those sentries. That was such an important moment in this game. I would not be surprised if that just... Like, how does Ruin stop all these Lings now?
Well, the other thing is his Phoenix count is getting up there now with the second Stargate. He's adding a Fleet Beacon, but that's expensive, and the Corruptors are coming across the map, and I think he's got 12 of them. With 12 Corruptors, with this many Mutalisks, the Phoenixes are looking a bit pitiful, and this allows basically Soulkey to do anything. He's already taken a 5th base, he's getting +2, and he's switching into Swarm Host, which I don't even necessarily think he has to, but he's preparing for it.
Swarm Host tells his opponent that he has to go into Colossus, and you want to go Colossus against this composition again? No.
No.
So, pretty well done. He's trying to attack in, but I don't know if he needs to attack in. I think flying around doing, like, harassment is enough. Trying to kill your opponent with Ling Muta Corruptor when they are turtled up well, as we've seen in the past from some other Zergs recently, doesn't always work out.
Yeah, I mean, kill the sentries, no more force fields, but you attack into a walled-off area. Force fields are not even important.
Surface area, yeah, those are force fields already, all the buildings that are in the way.
Force fields should be considered really as an artificial structure.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Exactly, exactly.
So it changes the map.
Yeah. It's a temporary alteration in the terrain.
And these mutas are, you know, doing a little bit more damage here. These Lings just are not going to do damage unless the Protoss is out on the map.
You know, he's losing a few units here and there. I don't know if it matters quite yet because still a little bit hard for Protoss to move out at this moment. Still no splash damage, and there are 6 Swarm Hosts out. So that is growing.
The Mutalisk count, you know, has diminished down to 9, but he's still making Phoenixes, and that's exactly what he wants. Now, pop some Infestors out, grab those Phoenixes, and
look at how many spores he still has. He's still making spores, pushing them across the map. This is fantastic, because it's good against Sky Toss, first off. Second off, these Phoenixes are, like, he has so many, he's going to have to, like, do some engagements with them, because they make up such a large portion of his army supply.
Yeah.
But how's that going to work over all the spores? They're going to just take so much damage.
He's making 2 Warp Prisms right now. He already has 1, so he's going to have 3 Warp Prisms on the map. That's taking up a bit of his supply too, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run if he can get some harass done.
Yeah, he's got to pull these units around somewhere. Now that was really well done.
That's kind of how Phoenixes can be used in the late game when you get enough of them. Just as like the lasers link onto one target, and even if you move away or towards, you're going to constantly be doing damage. So how the Corruptors work is they have to kind of accelerate or decelerate the fire. So the Phoenixes can pick off one of them. If 12 Phoenixes, for example, link on one Corruptor, the Corruptor is going to die. The rest of the Corruptors can't actually fight, because they can't move and fire at the same time.
They have to move forward. And the thing is, if you're actively microing, if he's not actively microing at the same time, the Corruptors spread out.
Yeah.
And if they spread out, that means they all do have to move to do any sort of firing.
Yeah.
So.
But here come those 8 Infestors. And with those 8 Infestors, you can grab and lock down a group of Phoenixes, like... Oh.
Okay, he only gets 2, and here comes another Infestor, but...
4.
Oh! Well, this was, it was pretty good. He definitely killed like 6 there, I believe, or was it 9? I think it was 6.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's
9,
nice.
Or 6, yeah,
the thing is, he doesn't have any more mutas, so really those Phoenixes aren't the most important units. If he still had mutas, that would have been a gigantic move. Still a good move, though.
Yeah, it's keeping his Corruptors the kings of the sky.
In fact, he just bled off the rest of his Phoenixes, has just 1 left. So a switch into mutas, back into mutas, if he loses his army, would be very, very powerful now. And that's something Soulkey has to keep in the back of his mind, and Ruin as well.
Yeah. It's funny how this matchup is kind of like that, where you have to kill your own Phoenixes basically in some way. You try to make it as cost-efficient as possible, but you need to lose them to harass. So the 2 Warp Prisms up at the top are actually really quite cool. I like that. As long as he can make sure he flies them around to keep them alive. I like that a lot.
And we do have another little attack going on. Just a group of Blink Stalkers. Not something I expected to see too much, especially
61
since Infestors
Lings
are around.
Yeah, and the Infestors working together. They could accomplish quite a bit against these Stalkers. And here we go.
That?
Exactly as we said. Whoa!
It's like a globetrotter with those little green balls.
Yeah, man. That's not a pleasant thing for
that's a lot of Stalkers to just lose. But you know what? His supply is still pretty high. He's still working on a good
It's just his comp, right? Like, he doesn't have anything to deal with the Corruptors anymore except 3 Void Rays. But 3 Voids, I jokingly said they could kill 30 Corruptors earlier, but actually 15 Corruptors with 9 Infestor support? I don't think so.
Yeah.
And he's just going to, I think he's just going to fight this. With the Infestors coming behind?
Yeah, I mean, he's getting some good fungals going down. He's throwing down a lot of Infested Terrans at this point, realizing that that small Stalker count could have a hard time against it.
Even the Locusts coming from the top, they're like all over the place.
Flanking with Locusts and Infested Terrans, the ultimate free army. Just pays money for Corruptors to kill off the stuff that kills free army, which is, of course, Colossus.
Yep. And Ling's coming down here. Actually, I think he will kill that Nexus with the next wave of Locusts. Just right-click on it.
Yeah, if he just right-clicks it, it dies. Like, he's eventually going to kill it. There's no way this thing stays alive. And GG, Ruin realizes, and
we're going to game 3.
Yeah, really awesome game. Really well played. Quite a good match so far. This second group is so much better than that first group we had this morning.
It is. I am coach coming over. To Ruin here. For those of you guys wondering who that is, who's the playing coach, it's former Supreme from FOU/EpicSo. Joined IM and has been helping them out a lot, as you can see here.
Yeah. Harai may be a bit too busy.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on right now. He's always there at Pro League, but he's got a lot of League of Legends teams to manage as well. He's like super, super like mother, father, like and uncle of the team. And like the treasurer.
Indeed, he's everything.
Can't be everywhere all at once. But a good win here for Soulkey. But because Ruin won the first map, he has the final map pick.
What do you think he goes with? Because I think this is a very important choice for him.
I might see Habitation Station or Way Station, actually.